Easy. The oil industry, of course, will do everything that you can to greenwash anything. In Germany, you have even a whole party which did it. So the thing like make the car industry is they try to sell their internal combustion engines and say, okay, we use biofuels or something which really if you can calculate, it doesn't work. But they even try to convince everybody that it works and try to work against electric cars, for example. It's also a big greenwashing. They try to say, okay, you need a lot of resources to make a battery or so on, but nobody talks about the resources that you need to produce oil. So, which are the biggest problem in most of the parts. These are the ones which are doing the biggest greenwashing because they want to sell their product without changes, of course. They want to sell it, and then they try to undermine the good products, telling that their product is also very good. They don't say this product is bad. They say my product is also good, and they are essentially not, let's say, not lying, but they are shifting the truth to a certain level.
Very careful. About the big industry, the
oil and cars. Yes. Yeah, good that I have a car. Otherwise, I will not get anything anymore. But I have to say, they are doing better. But they should not. I think that lots of people see it, that they try to sell their old products and try to color them green. But they also have, a lot of companies at least, have green products which are really green. Let's see, for the car industry, the electric cars, they have them. For the oil industry here in Germany, at least, a lot of oil stations, or what's the English name? I'm not sure. Where you can get gas, or there you can. A lot of these stations are now doing electric chargers. So because they see that they get less and less. It's not that much, but it gets less and less internal combustion engine cars and so on. And the other thing is, of course, from the oil industry, the plastics industry do more and more recycling, of course, but it's quite slow. And the problem is that I see it that a lot of businesses try to hold on to their old market model and doesn't change as fast as they could to a new one. You cannot change everything at once, but it seems to be that there are a lot of people who want to change as less as possible. And it's somehow possible. And then color everything green or do greenwashing to hold on to old technologies just longer. And that's obviously the case. And that's a problem. And then the certification problem also is there. And the problem with these, I don't think this is a topic for a whole show, but why there are lobby organizations in norming. If you have an ISO norm, you think about there are scientists who get together and say, okay, this is now the norm. It's not the case. Most of the people are in there, they are from the industries. So they can, for example, this norm for industrial composting, they came from the people who have an advantage if industrial composting is possible or is certified somehow. And that's, of course, it's not very transparent, let's say. It's not very transparent. They even pay to be in this norming stuff. It's not a good idea, I think, but it's the case.
A lot of big companies are being lawsuit because of the way they use the words, how to market, doing greenwashing, like fast fashion, Lululemon, Donald Waters, ExxonMobil, you have mentioned, Shell, yes. a lot of cases. The court dismissed.
Yeah, there are organizations, also lobby organizations, let's say so, which are on the other side and looking on the finger, especially for big companies. Therefore, I said they cannot lie directly. If they lie directly, everybody will see. But I think also the other companies, most of the companies could do better. It's not that they could not change their business model or not the business model at all. They changed something in the business model. So it's for the oil industry, I think it's clear. For the car industry, it's also quite clear. For the plastics industry, it's you can do more recycling. You can do biodegradable stuff, which is really biodegradable. And for fashion, probably fast fashion is not a good business model, let's say, for nobody. Also not for the people, but we will probably talk about it in another podcast. It's for nobody a good business model. It's not for the world, not for people, not for the user at the end also. And why? Yeah, this is not a good idea.
Does greenwashing stay silent hurt more than its help?
Okay. Yeah. It's pretty easy. It's the same than greenwashing, just not saying anything. That's if you admit the truth, it's still there. I think it's the same, just a different method. It's you just don't say what you do for the environment. Don't say anything. I think the greenwashing would be better than to say something which is not true. But at the end, if nobody talks about the sustainability problem anymore, which is maybe the wish, then it's also a big problem, because the problem doesn't go away if you don't talk about it. And if you try to not talk about it, and maybe nobody will remember that we have floating plastic in the sea or something, that's not solving anything. And I think it's better to say nothing than to say something wrong, let's say. That's, I think everybody should agree on that. But
and that will be what is right and what is wrong.
Some people say it's not, you cannot say it, but I'm some kind of a scientist myself. So let's say there are some things that are objectively right and objectively wrong. I know that a lot of people say that's not the case. It is the case. Some things are right. If you see, plastics will not dissolve in the sea for, let's say, a few hundred years. That's the right stuff. It's also right to say that oil is not endless there. It's also right stuff. It's also right to say there are right things. Also, the climate is getting warmer and warmer. That's also a thing that you cannot dispute. You can dispute why it is like this, but you cannot dispute that there is a change. And if you do it and you say, it's my opinion, there are opinions and there are facts, and something are really fact. And of course, I think there needs some really good, let's say, scientific method, more education, the scientific method. That's a thing that should be looked into. Not to know everything, but to know how to find out something for sure. Because we have more tools at hand with AI and so on. We have more tools at hand than every previous generation, and we could use it to find out at least more true stuff, and also truth which are for sure, but than every other generation before. But it is not used in the right way, and then opinions become okay, which are just wrong, and not you cannot discuss about it. There are some stuff which are just wrong, and I think this is a thing that is lost in some discussions. That there is some. In some things, there's truth. You cannot discuss with gravity, let's say. It's there. You cannot say it's not there. But sometimes I have the feeling that some people say it's out for discussion.
So for the very last questions of this greenwashing topics, I'm interested into it. There's no answer. Everyone is using AI. Even right now, I'm using it too. But does it help or not?
I think AI is a tool which can be used in a good way and in a bad way also. Detect greenwashing, even maybe in a good way, but it could also lead to do greenwashing in a way that it doesn't that you cannot detect it that easy. So to fake more greenwashing, I can probably also be used. But at the end, it's a tool, and if you have a good AI, maybe it helps to detect a greenwashing claim. But I don't know how much we can swear on this podcast, but I think it's an old computer scientist saying "shit in, shit out." So if you put bad stuff in then you will get bad stuff out. It's the same thing for AI. It's the same thing for every algorithm or AI. If you have bad information or not good information, you will get bad results. So it depends how AI is trained, how good it is trained, and what information is available for the stuff, for the AI itself.
No, I think we need more Dr. Timo to talk more truth.
Yeah.
Of course, we need more of me. We cloned you in the last video call, so maybe we can clone me also. So
okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you also.
Thank you, Dr. Timo and Shane, for enjoying today.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.